Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the collaboration between Hilary Duff and Nudestix. Hilary Duff created her own, or curated her own, Daydreamer palette is what it's being called, and it comes in this beautiful package here when you purchase it from Nudestix. So it's kind of nice because they're giving you that special kind of PR like feeling. There's a little note in here that talks about the palette, why Hilary Duff created what she did. She's kind of a busy lady. She fell in love with Nudestix. I believe she actually also has invested in Nudestix as well, and this was kind of something else that came about. So let's get into talking about the products. So the products come in this beautiful little kit here. It's nice, kind of like holographic bag. Would be fun to take out with you if you wanted to. In this kit there are 3 eye pencils, a lip pencil, your all over cheek color, as well as a highlight. All the shades are new limited edition shades to this line. Hilary created them herself as some of her like favorite colors. I think she was getting tired of seeing like those bronzy tones that we commonly see this time of year, and kind of in like, I think she was referencing like the California area specifically. So I thought it was kind of neat and a little bit out of the norm for Nudestix that they went into like these more colorful colors. I think it's really neat what they've done. I'm just gonna open up all the packages here so you don't have to watch me doing that. So for the eye pencils we have Night Dweller, which you can see here is this kind of greeny blue shade, and that is one of their luminous eye pencils. Then we have Prism, which is kind of this like pink iridescent with purple shade. I'm not sure if it's picking up well on camera there, but that's kind of the shade. And last but certainly not least, we have Bright Eyes, which is more of your kind of taupey, slightly more natural shade that comes in this trio here. The lip shade is called Secret Keeper, and it's kind of a nice nude color. It's one of their lip and cheek balms, so it's that nice kind of hydrating formula, which I love that they went with. I'm happy it's not another matte pencil because I find that dries on my lips, and sometimes at this time of year I get more dry lips naturally. Next we have the all over face blush color. It's in the shade Body Language. It was being described as kind of like a hybrid between Naughty and Spice and In the Nude. I think it's a really pretty color. I can't wait to see what it looks like on the face. And last but not least will be the highlight. So the highlight in this palette is called Half Moon. You can see it there. It's kind of lavender shift to it, but it's very glossy highlight. So those are all the colors swatched on my hand there for this collection. I really appreciate how fun all the colors are in this collection and how they're a bit different, like I said before, for Nudestix. So let's get to putting them on so we can see what they actually look like on my face. Hair is up, we're ready to go. So let's start off with the lip product because I'm really excited to see what this shade looks like. I want to take a look at my collection after and see if this looks like any of the shades I already have, because that was one thing I was a little bit concerned when it came to the highlight, blush, and lip product, was that they were going to be a little bit of a repeat of some of the other shades. I don't have everything that they make, of course, but I do want to see if I can find any kind of similar ones in case you want to know if you already have something like it in your collection from Nudestix. So that's the lip shade. I actually really like it. I do think it's quite a natural or more nude color, so that I can pair it with a lot of different looks. Goes with kind of like the base kind of simple skin look that I have going on right now, so that's pretty wonderful. Next we'll work into the blush. Again, the shade name is Body Language. I'm going to take my e.l.f. brush, dab a little bit of product on, and then slowly build some up on the cheeks. Now I already used Sunkissed along with Bondi Bae on my cheeks, so I did have a little bit of that red vibe kind of going on from Sunkissed, but I didn't put it on the apples of my cheeks, which is where I love to focus my blush. So I think that's a really beautiful shade. I do agree that it's kind of that in between from In the Nude and more of like that pink Naughty and Spice color. I don't actually own Naughty and Spice, I own Bareback, but I can kind of see what they're getting at because I have seen that shade in store before. So really like how this looks on the skin and kind of the flush of color that it's giving me. Next I want to jump into the highlight. I figure might as well get the face done first, then we'll kind of zoom in and try and do something fun on the eyes. I'm just going to warm this up on my finger here and then slowly start to dab it on. So you can see there that it does have a little bit of that purple shift, but it's not so intense that, you know, you look automatically at it and you're like, oh, that's like super unnatural. I think it's kind of really fun. I wouldn't normally gravitate towards something like this, but I like that it got me out of my comfort zone a little bit. I'll be curious to see kind of how it wears throughout the day. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll take the highlight up and above my forehead there, but since this does have that kind of lavender shift to it, I didn't do that. Now, I do think that this shade and Illuminati are actually pretty different. When I put it on, I get quite a bit of that like purple reflect, whereas Illuminati can sometimes be a bit more pink, a little bit more purple, and I don't find it to be quite as intense as this one here. What I'll do at the end is I'll do kind of a swatch side by side of some of the other shades that I find to be a little bit similar so that you can kind of get an idea of what they look like compared to their regular collection. So I zoomed in so that we could start playing around with some of the eye products. I think what I want to do first is take the shade Bright Eyes, and I think I'm going to kind of put this all over the lid, or at least on the kind of outer portion of the lid, and see what that looks like. So there's that first shade. You can definitely tell it's there. It kind of brings that like taupiness, a little bit of depth to your eye. I actually really like it. I think it's quite nice, and I just blended it out with my finger because I like showcasing how simple these products can be to use and how travel friendly they can be, so you don't have to bring like a whole bunch of extra tools with you. You can just kind of take this pencil with you and it's super simple. Next, what I think I want to do is I want to use Prism on this other portion that I've kind of left open on my eye and see how that looks. I'm just kind of playing around. I don't normally use these kinds of colors. It's a little bit out of my element, and I'm just trying to play and see what I personally like when I'm wearing these. So I think that's a pretty fun shade. It has that nice kind of reflect to it, and it's a little bit, I guess, duochrome, and I think it's really fun the way it kind of brings out different colors in my eyes. Maybe I'm crazy, or maybe I'm just seeing things I want to see, but I do really enjoy how that looks. So to use all three shades, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Night Dweller and I'm going to run it on my lower lash line just so we can get a little bit of an idea of what it looks like. And kind of have some fun with it. So that's the finished eye look. So in comparison to some of the shades I do have from Nudestix that aren't like limited edition or anything, well, here, I'm just going to show you. So what you are seeing here is this shade up top is the new shade from this palette. This is In the Nude and this is Bareback. I didn't have Naughty and Spice, so I couldn't compare those two. And as far as it goes for the highlights, Half Moon is up top here and Illuminati is what's kind of swatched down here. So you can see they actually are quite a bit different in shade and tone and from what they have from their normal line. So that's kind of nice to see. I mean, you don't really want to be spending money on this new kit or new palette, whatever you want to refer to it as, if it's kind of looking like shades you already have from Nudestix. When it comes to the lip and cheek balm, so this one here is the new shade. Top we have Alley, then we have Posh, then we have Pulse. So these are all kind of their more gel formulas. Now, like, they're similar but a little bit different. Alley is pretty similar. Posh is definitely more of like a pinky kind of tone, and Pulse is more of that like rosy, little bit deeper nude. So they are a bit different. Alley looks kind of similar to me, but I believe Alley is also a limited edition shade for Nudestix. So if for some reason you were going to be buying this palette just because you're like really interested in that lip color, you could probably find a different one, or you could, if you had those other two, you could probably mix and match and almost make that shade if you really wanted to. When it comes to the blush, I think you're gonna have a little bit of a hard time trying to curate this color on your own with the shades you already have at home. And again, as you saw, the highlights were actually quite different as well. So that's really nice to see that they came up with some really fun kind of new shades for us to try out. So that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, please feel free to hit the like button. Comment down below if you're going to be getting this kit, or if you already do have this kit, what you think about it. And that's all for now. I should have another video coming up soon. I'm really excited to share some new products that I just got in today with you all. So be looking for that video coming up hopefully within the next week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Take care.